Hello, it's me, JJ Games. In today's episode, we are doing the final of the Tropical Resort. So I hope you enjoy this little episode, but we are creating the one and only T-Rex Kingdom. So, it's pretty simple. We just need to use the big concrete fence, put it around the hotel and make it quite large because there's a lot of space here. And off camera, I did put quite a lot of the actual buildings that were already down here, like the incubators and things, up somewhere else because I had to build here, and I wasn't really wanting to do this video today because it is a Sunday whilst I'm recording this, and I am extremely busy today for some reason for other things in real life, not video game wise. It's actually real life things. And yeah, but I've actually found time to do two videos, record them for today to upload them on Thursday and Friday. So I hope you enjoyed this video as well. I'm just placing down all the actual fences here. When I first did Jurassic World Evolution, when it came out, I put I put one T-Rex inside of the heavy steel fence, and then it kept on breaking out, and I was like, it's got enough grassland and things. So what I did was put another T-Rex in, and then I was like, still doesn't like it, so I put another T-Rex in, and I was like, okay, is there any other fence that's stronger? And I looked at this fence and it didn't say anything about what dinosaurs are for what. Then I look at the concrete fence, then it says for large carnivore, and that's when I was like, oh, I have to put the T-Rex in that kind of enclosure. That's why it was breaking out, because the fence wasn't good enough. So I had to sell the T-Rexes, and I had to waste a lot of money as well because you don't get the same amount of money back. But because it was running around the park and things on Isla Mataceros, because I went back to that island to do some things, and then I unlocked the T-Rex, and I was like, how about if I just make a T-Rex? And it didn't go to plan, as you can probably know, but other than that, I have learned from that mistake and put quite a lot of dinosaurs in each enclosure. So maybe I should do a video on which dinosaurs should go in each enclosure, because the electrified the electrified wall, well, concrete wall, is two more hits. The T-Rex needs to hit it two more times and it would break out, kind of thing. And I think there's only one dinosaur that actually does this, and it's the Velociraptor. If it's electrified, the fence, the Velociraptors go to different areas of the fence to see if one of them isn't electrified. It's really cool how they do that. And there was a leak that I found, and it was about the Jurassic World Evolution 2. And I don't know if it's real, it probably isn't, but it's just like the Velociraptors would be able to and climb over fences and dig underneath them to break out, which I think would be extremely difficult to code that into a video game, because you would have to have an effect of dinosaurs digging as your animation, and there would have to be a bit that instead of it saying attacking fence, it would say escaping, and then you would have to have the mud or the sand or the shell or all the different kind of textures having an effect of it getting digged up, and then you would also have to add the hole that it like goes underneath and what happens on the other side. So it's quite difficult because I would assume it to really be difficult, right? Because just imagine your dinosaurs climbing. That would obviously be quite difficult, I would think. But as me, I'm not a programmer, so I don't know any of the codes or systems that go into making something climb over a fence or any of that. It may be quite easy for Frontier developments. That might be just like a hot knife through butter. Simple. But as me who doesn't know anything, the slightest about code, I have no idea if it's easy or not. So that's that. I am putting down some trees right now, just to make the enclosure look a bit more natural, but not too natural, if that makes sense. What I mean by too natural is like, it's like I've done too much to it and it just looks man-made, because you wanted it to look natural, but it isn't anymore, so that's that. And then I'm just placing down some rocks. Finally, that one worked. I wish you could just place the rocks and things closer together, or maybe even have them inside of each other. This scene right here, I was going to have it, T-Rex goes, what? And then a massive bomb or explosion goes off when it roared, like the one at the Carnotaurus that I did a few days ago. Why? Because I just did it like a few days ago, so yeah, like it doesn't really make sense me doing the exact same thing. So yeah, if you have watched to this part of the video, I would love it if you subscribe. That would mean a lot to me, by the way, because I do shout outs at the end of these videos, but not every single one, because like I don't, if you subscribe and it will happen, but I'm not doing it today because then it would just be the same as yesterday's
collecting asset
or the video that did, so can't really do that. We're coming up to 8 minutes. I don't know what else to speak about. I really do not know. Oh, yeah, I did open Google to look something, but right, I should speak about
transit has commenced.
Why you should get the game. I think you should get Jurassic World Evolution if you're a big fan of dinosaurs, because you can create your own Jurassic World. So you can build Jurassic World as close as you can to the real thing in the movie, and have the Indominus Rex and things break out. Obviously they're not the exact same. That's why I am trying to create a, like, the recreation kind of thing, but it's lots of time and lots of different scenes put together, because if it was all one scene, it would be pretty much impossible to have that actually work. Google just closed. And yeah, you should, if you want to get this game, I would recommend having enough money for the base game and also having enough money for all the DLCs, because the DLCs just add a lot more to the game. Because if you do not have any DLCs, it's pretty much nothing really. Like, there's buildings, but quite a lot of them's DLC related. It's just like, I think for a base game of this, it's kind of terrible. Like, it's a really good game, but it's like, you finish the game and you're like, what else can I do? Well, I've got story expansions like The Secrets of Dr. Wu and Claire's Sanctuary. I can do that, but you have to pay money for that. So,
Asset delivered.
It's a lot more expensive game than you think it is. If you want like, I've got everything that the game has released. So all the DLCs, everything. and I do not have mods because you cannot mod on the consoles anyway, so you can't do that, so that's why I do not do modded content, and I don't want to as well. Yes, I know I would love to have the mixed eras mod, but come on Frontier, is it really that difficult to add it into the game? Like, modders have been able to add things now, like the mixed eras, like they added two things together. Like, why couldn't we do that? Like, why couldn't Frontier do that? I don't know, but I think it's not that impossible if I think about it at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, go for the ride of a lifetime at our gyrosphere.
Not at all. Where are we? Oh, we're almost at the end. So, I have my T-Rex, just one dinosaur in this episode, and that was the final for the Tropical Resort. I do have another series up. It is called Biome Builds. So tomorrow a video will be going up on that as well, and then it will be the weekend. Wouldn't you think about that? Because it's a weekend right now for me, but when these are uploading, it's going to be the weekend the next day, pretty much, for the video after this one. So, if you did like this video, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, you won't get notified when content comes out, you know? Like, if you want to see content, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to all, not like the other one, just put it to all. And I hope you enjoyed that video, so remember to like, comment and subscribe, and that was me, JJ Games, and goodbye.